John 15:7-8 says, if ye abide in me, and my words abide in you, ye should ask whatever ye will, and it shall be done unto you. Herein my Father is glorified, and ye bear much fruit. Such be my disciples. This means when you obey, your prayers are answered, and obedience always bears good fruit.
Amen. Thank you.
And from the beginning, God commanded us to obey, that we may be blessed. In Genesis 22:18, he said, "And thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because thou hast obeyed my voice." Deuteronomy 11:27 says, "A blessing if you obey my commandments of the Lord, you, God, which I command you this day." Proverbs and 3:1-6 says, "My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. For length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck. Write them upon the tablets of thine heart. So shall thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not to thine own understanding.
Amen.
In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path."
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
If we love God, we will obey him.
Amen.
We won't be perfect, but it's supposed to be our desire to submit to the Lord, because obedience to God's command will make us light in a dark and tasteless world.
Yes.
We can't be a light if we're disobedient.
Thank you, Lord.
In fact, we're in a mess today because of Adam and Eve's disobedience. They refused to do what God said do.
That's right.
He asked him one thing to do. That one thing that they did had everybody in trouble.
Amen.
Everything was great till they disobeyed God.
Come on.
And if you're not obeying God, you're obeying Satan.
Come on now.
God allowed it to happen, but he don't want us to keep making the same mistakes over and over again.
Amen.
And the disobedience brings separation from God.
Yeah.
And that's the worst consequences, because that decides where you're going to spend eternity.
That's right.
And it also can cause physical consequences, because things can happen to you terribly, and you can live terribly, end up terribly.
Yeah.
Adam and Eve's case, they was cast out of the garden. They was fine. They didn't have to do nothing.
That's right.
And then they were sad and stuff. But they did. God told them not to, and they was disobedient.
Right.
And then they become a slave to mental anguish.
I know.
Sins and burdens cripple them.
Yeah.
And it's just like the memory can't get over it. It's just like a chain weight. It's like a weight. And there's generally no peace for people who are living in sin and disobedient. And disobedience just doesn't affect you, it affects all the people around you.
All right.
Indirectly or directly, one way or the other. For one thing, you can't even witness to your friends while you being disobedient. How you gonna tell somebody about something you disobedient?
Amen.
And God in all his holiness and righteousness hate disobedience. If a sinner can be sent to hell for eternity,